me what's going on. How could I help?
All right. Well, thanks so much for the opportunity today to ask you some questions.
Sure.
I've kind of been at the beginning phases, like the first week. I've watched the videos. I've done all the sequencing questions and those videos, and I've been averaging like missing one per question. As far as drawing scenarios, I find that like okay, I get to, I guess, a conditional question, the if questions, is that when I should always draw a new scenario, or is there usually a way to solve that question from the original scenario? Is there?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So typically you'll want to draw a new scenario, but there might be some cases where you actually don't need to draw a new one because a previous scenario could have already met that constraint. Like if the local question says, if X is on 3, what must be true? And you have a previous diagram where X was already on 3, hey, that could help you. Why not use it?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I see, and I guess that is my question, because I would see like if it was a previous conditional question, would it be able to help another question later also? So it does become an official scenario in that case?
Correct. Yeah. It's still useful.
Okay. Okay, great. And so someone mentioned like global questions in one of our study groups that we have, but I wasn't quite understanding what specifically makes it a global question.
Yeah, sure. So global is basically whatever's not local. So local would be if X is on 3, what must be true? Global would simply be what in general must be true.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay, that's great. Let's see. So yeah, so far so good. I know that logic games are kind of an area that I have done better in than logical reasoning. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting to that part of my plan. But it is nice to see that I was averaging before, like maybe missing 1 and 2, but now for sure it's consistently just missing 1. So once I'm able to get through that, it's that substitution question. It always gets me, but people have, like, through some of our study groups, they kind of have been explaining something. I've watched the video of I think it was game 60 that had one. So I'm getting that. It's just I wish I could get a little bit faster also, but yeah, like it's going to come with the practice, I guess.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you're putting in the work though.
Okay. Yeah, no, I couldn't miss out on a chance to learn more. Like I have the 151 through self-study, so I'm hoping to get, well, at first it was a 160. Now, like you said, aim for a 180 and then, you just go from there. But yeah, as far as the contrapositives go, like I understand like it's important to use them, and I've seen the chart that you have, the diagram. Getting better with those, does that just come with exercise and practice as well? Or are there some tips that you might have for like identifying quickly what the contrapositive might be?
Yeah, so a lot of it will be practice, and you doing the drills in the course lesson videos will be useful to you. And then doing games that involve conditionality. So a lot of those grouping in-out selection games, most or all of the rules in those games are typically conditionals. And so going through the motions of taking those contrapositives and linking those together will help you become more proficient.
Okay, so when I get to that, it's those grouping and conditional games. Okay, that's helpful. Yeah, I mean, again, since I'm kind of at the beginning of my plan, I don't specifically, those are my main concerns that I've run into so far. I also saw that I'm not supposed to really start doing the full practice test until around week 13 or so. Is that, if I have time to do some, would you still like say to wait, or is it possible to do some as well? Or would you just say focus on mastering those skills?
If you've already built a foundation or gotten a basic sense of what each section involves, you can do a timed exam sooner. But the reason I have to wait is because you're on a very long timeline. You don't need to be doing them so early yet. And if you haven't even touched a certain logical reasoning question type, why would you be doing diagnostics that cover that? Because you haven't learned the basics of that specific type yet. So you'll get there. I understand the desire to want to hit it sooner. What you could do is work through the games and reasoning portions of the schedule. And then since there's less to learn in reading comp anyway, just go through the reading comp foundation videos in the course and then do a timed exam, recognizing that there's still a lot more work to be done, especially in reading comp.
Well, I think those were my main questions for tonight. I might have some more after the coaching session or, in the future, but as of right now, that's generally where I'm at.
Yeah, sure thing, Ayana. Well, it's great to have you in the course. It's great to have you showing up to class. Keep at it. That's where you're going to get the results.
Awesome. Thank you. And this, the student studies group has been very helpful also. So I appreciate that.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. I'll see you in class soon.
Sounds good. Thanks. Bye.
Sure. Bye. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.